Hello students, today we are going to start our new chapter from our Moments book, The Adventures of Toto. It is written by Ruskin Bond. This story is very interesting. The narrator's grandfather was fond of keeping different kinds of pets. One day, he bought a monkey from a Tonga driver for rupees 5. Its name was Toto. It was mischievous small monkey. At first, his pranks were amusing. The family members enjoyed these pranks, but afterward, his mischiefs became wilder. He broke many things in the house. At last, grandfather realized that he could not keep Toto at home any longer. So he sold Toto back to the Tonga driver for 3 rupees. Grandfather bought Toto from a Tonga driver for the sum of 5 rupees. The Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey tied to a feeding trough, and the monkey looked so out of place there that grandfather decided he would add the little fellow in his private zoo. The writer's grandfather purchased a monkey named Toto from a Tonga driver. He paying 5 rupees to him. The Tonga driver had tied the little red colored monkey to a feeding trough so that he could not run away. When the writer's grandfather saw the monkey, he had a desire to add him to the collection of animals which he had in his zoo at home. Tonga means horse cart and feeding trough means a large container for feeding animals. तो स्टोरी इस तरह से स्टार्ट होती है कि एक दिन ग्रैंडफादर है वो 5 रुपये में एक टांगा चालक से एक मंकी को खरीदते हैं और उस मंकी को जो उसका मालिक था वो एक कंटेनर के पास बांध के रखता था ताकि वो भाग न जाए। ग्रैंडफादर ये सोचते हैं कि जो उनके घर पे एक छोटा सा एनिमल ज़ू है उसमें इस मंकी को वो ऐड करेंगे। Toto was a pretty monkey. His bright eyes sparkled with mischief beneath deep-set eyebrows, and his teeth, which were of purely white, were very often displayed in a smile that frightened the life out of elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. Here, Anglo-Indian means a person relating to both Britain and India. The writer gives a description of Toto. He had bright, shiny eyes which were full of mischief. The eyebrows were deeply set on his face. His teeth were like pearls. Many ladies belonging to the Anglo-Indian community got scared when they saw his teeth, which were displayed when he smiled. टोटो एक सुंदर प्रकार का बंदर था। उसकी आंखें चमकीली और गहरी भवें जो शरारत से चमकती थी और उसके जो दांत थे वो सफ़ेद थे और वो कभी जब वो मुस्कुराता था तब दिखते थे और इसे देख के जो एंग्लो इंडियन लेडीज़ होती थी वो डर जाती थी। But his hands looked dried up as though they had been pickled in the sun for many years. Yet his fingers were quick and wicked, and his tail, while adding to his good looks, grandfather believed a tail would add to anyone's good looks, also served as a third hand. Here, pickled means food that is preserved in vinegar. Toto's hands were dry and wrinkled, as if they had been dried in the sun like pickled vegetables. He had a long tail. The writer's grandfather thought that the tail added to the good looks to an animal. Toto's tail was like a third hand for him. It helped him hang from the branch of a tree. He also used it to lift objects which were beyond his hands reach. लेकिन उसके हाथ सूखे से लग रहे थे, जैसे कि सालों से धूप में पड़े हो। फिर भी उसकी उंगलियां बहुत एक्टिव थी, बहुत क्विक थी, और उसकी पूंछ, जिसके बारे में दादाजी कहते हैं कि पूंछ से एनिमल बहुत ही सुंदर दिखता है, बहुत अच्छा दिखता है। कोई भी एनिमल पूंछ को थर्ड हैंड की तरह यूज़ कर सकता है किसी भी दूर वाली चीज़ के पास पहुंचने के लिए। He could use it to hang from a branch, and it was capable of scooping up any delicacy that might be out of reach of his hands. It helped him hang from the branch of a tree. He also used it to lift objects which were beyond his hands' reach. पूंछ का उपयोग लटकने के लिए होता है या फिर जो चीज़ बहुत दूर हो उस चीज़ को पकड़ने के लिए वो पूंछ का यूज़ करते हैं। Grandmother always first when grandfather brought home some new bird or animal. So it was decided that Toto's presence should be kept a secret from her until she was in a particularly good mood. First means showed annoyance, गुस्सा दिखाना. The writer's grandmother was against the grandfather's attitude of bringing new pets, birds, and animals. So the grandfather thought that they would not inform this fact from her until she was in a good mood. तो जब ग्रैंडफादर किसी नए पक्षी या जानवर को घर लाते थे तो दादी हमेशा उपद्रव करती थी। इसलिए यह निर्णय लिया गया कि टोटो की उपस्थिति को तब तक गुप्त रखा जाएगा जब तक कि दादी का मूड अच्छा ना हो। Grandfather and I put him away in a little closet opening into my bedroom wall where he was tied securely, or so we thought, to a peg fastened into the wall. Peg means a small stick or hook that sticks out from a surface and from which objects, especially clothes, can hang. The writer and his grandfather secured Toto in a little cupboard in the writer's room. In order to be sure that Toto did not escape, they tied him to a hook in the wall. टोटो को राइटर के रूम के एक क्लोजेट में, एक कपबोर्ड में रखा गया और उसको एक हुक से बांधा गया ताकि वो भाग न जाए। A few hours later, when grandfather and I came back to release Toto, we found that the walls, which had been covered with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather, now stood out as naked brick and plaster. The writer and his grandfather went to Toto after a few hours. The sight was shocking. Toto had torn the decorative wallpaper. जब राइटर और ग्रैंडफादर टोटो के पास कुछ घंटों के बाद पहुंचते हैं तो देखते हैं कि जो वॉलपेपर लगे हुए थे वो सारे फट चुके हैं, वो टोटो ने सारे फाड़ दिए। The peg in the wall had been wrenched from its socket, and my school blazer, which had been hanging there, was in shreds. I wondered what grandmother would say, but grandfather didn't worry. He would seem pleased with Toto's performance. He had broken the hook and had escaped from his binding. Also, he tore the writer's blazer into thin pieces. The grandfather was quite delighted to see Toto's adventure. He felt that Toto was very clever. Here, wrenched means broke, socket means attachment, shreds means cut into thin slices. Toto को जिस हुक से बांधा गया था उस हुक को उसने तोड़ दिया और उसने राइटर के ब्लेजर को फाड़ दिया, छोटे छोटे पीसीस में उसके टुकड़े कर दिए। ग्रैंडफादर टोटो की इस हरकत से बहुत ही खुश हुए। वो टोटो को ये समझने लगे कि टोटो बहुत इंटेलिजेंट, बहुत ही क्लेवर बंदर है। He is clever, said grandfather. Given time, I'm sure he could have tied the torn pieces of your blazer into a rope and made his escape from the window. Here, grandfather said that if they would have given him more time, he would have tied the thin pieces of the writer's torn blazer into a rope and would have escaped out of the window. ग्रैंडफादर कहते हैं कि अगर हमने उसे ज़्यादा समय दिया होता तो वो ब्लेज़र में से जो टुकड़े, ब्लेज़र के जो उसने टुकड़े किए थे, उस टुकड़ों को जॉइन करके वो उसकी एक बड़ी रस्सी बना के वो विंडो से भाग सकता था। His presence in the house still a secret, Toto was now transferred to a big cage in the servants' quarters where a number of grandfather's pets lived very sociably together. A tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a tame squirrel, and for a while my pet goat. Here sociably means in a friendly manner. Now Toto was shifted to the servant quarter. He was put in a cage. He would live with the other pets in grandfather's zoo. In it there are number of animals like tortoise, rabbits, squirrel and writer's pet goat. टोटो की प्रेजेंस घर में अब तक सीक्रेट है। अब टोटो को एक बड़े केज में ट्रांसफ़र किया गया। वहाँ पे पहले से ही सारे जानवर अच्छे से रह रहे हैं, फ्रेंडली रह रहे हैं। वहाँ पे टोटोइज है, रैबिट्स है, स्क्विरल है और राइटर की पेट गोट है। बट द मंकी wouldn't allow any of his companions to sleep at night. So grandfather, who had to leave Dehradun next day to collect his pension in Saharanpur, decided to take him along. He did not let the animals sleep at night. The writer's grandfather had to leave for Saharanpur the next day. He decided to take Toto along as he was unmanageable. लेकिन मंकी ने पूरी रात दूसरे एनिमल्स को सोने नहीं दिया और दादाजी को दूसरे दिन सहारनपुर अपनी पेंशन लेने के लिए जाना था, तो वो डिसाइड हुआ कि वो टोटो को अपने साथ लेके जाएंगे क्योंकि टोटो को घर पे रखना सुरक्षित नहीं था। Unfortunately, I could not accompany grandfather on that trip, but he told me about it afterwards. The writer was disappointed as he could not accompany his grandfather and Toto on the trip. His grandfather narrated the happenings of the trip to him later. Writer ग्रैंडफादर के साथ ट्रिप पे नहीं जा सकते थे, लेकिन उन्होंने कहा कि मैं जो भी घटना होगी वो बाद में तुम्हें सुनाऊंगा। A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Toto. This, with some straw on the bottom, became his new abode. When the bag was closed, there was no escape. He had got a special bag for Toto. It was made of a strong material, canvas. He placed some dry grass at the bottom of the bag. On the trip, the bag would be Toto's home as he would live in it. The bag had a zipper on top of it. टोटो के लिए एक कैनवास का बड़ा बैग लाया गया। उस बैग के नीचे तिनके रखे गए जो उसका नया निवास स्थान बन गया था और उस बैग को बंद कर दिया गया ताकि टोटो भाग न जाए। Toto could not get his hands through the opening, and the canvas was too strong for him to bite his way through. Toto would not be able to escape out of it. Neither could he come out of the opening as it was closed with a zipper, nor could it bite the strong canvas material in order to run away. टोटो का उस बैग से भागना नामुमकिन था क्योंकि वो कैनवास बैग का जो मटेरियल था वो बहुत ही मजबूत था, स्ट्रॉन्ग था। His efforts to get out only had the effect of making the bag roll about on the floor or occasionally jump into the air, an exhibition that attracted a curious crowd of onlookers on the Dehradun railway platform. Still, Toto made unsuccessful attempts to come out of the bag. Due to this, many times the bag would roll on the floor or it would certainly jump in the air. These movements were noticed by the people on the railway platform and made them curious to know what was inside the bag. टोटो के सारे प्रयत्न विफल थे, लेकिन वो जो उछल कूद कर रहा था उससे बैग हिल रही थी, रोल हो रही थी। तो ये देख के जो प्लेटफॉर्म पे क्राउड था, जो प्लेटफॉर्म पे दूसरे पैसेंजर्स थे, लोग थे, वो ये देख के चकित हो गए कि इस बैग में है क्या। टोटो remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur, but while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. Here, turnstile means a mechanical gate consisting of revolving horizontal arms fixed to a vertical post, allowing only one person at a time to pass through. Green means showed teeth. Toto remained secured in grandfather's bag till Saharanpur. At the Saharanpur railway station, the writer's grandfather was taking out his ticket to cross the turnstile. At that time, Toto picked out of the bag and smiled at the ticket collector. टोटो सहारनपुर तक बैग में रहा, लेकिन जब ग्रैंडफादर टर्नस्टाइल क्रॉस करके आगे बढ़े उस टाइम उसने टिकट कलेक्टर के सामने बैग में से झांक के स्माइल दी। The poor man was taken aback, but with great presence of mind and much to grandfather's annoyance, he said, "Sir, you have a dog with you. You will have to pay for it accordingly." The ticket collector was astonished to see a monkey in grandfather's bag. He recovered quickly and asked grandfather to pay the ticket money for traveling with a dog. मंकी को ग्रैंडफादर के साथ देख के टिकट कलेक्टर एस्टोनिश्ड हो गया, आश्चर्यचकित हो गया। उसने तुरंत ही ग्रैंडफादर को कहा कि आपको डॉग के साथ सफ़र करने के लिए डॉग के लिए पैसे चुकाने होंगे। In vain did grandfather take Toto out of the bag. In vain did he try to prove that a monkey did not qualify as a dog or even as a quadruped. Toto was classified a dog by the ticket collector, and 3 rupees was the sum handed over as his fare. Vain means an unsuccessful attempt, and quadruped means an animal which has 4 feet. Fare means ticket price. Grandfather was unsuccessful in explaining to the ticket collector that Toto was a monkey and not a dog. He insisted that Toto was not even an animal with 4 feet. But the ticket collector was firm that Toto fell in the category of dogs. Grandfather had to pay 3 rupees for Toto ticket. Grandfather नाकामयाब रहे कि डॉग नहीं कहा जा सकता, वो एक मंकी था, लेकिन टिकट कलेक्टर ने एक नहीं सुनी और ग्रैंडफादर को 3 रुपीस पे करने पड़े. Then grandfather, just to get his own back, took from his pocket our pet tortoise and said, "What must I pay for this, since you charge for all animals?" To get his own back means to take revenge. Grandfather was disappointed, and in order to take revenge from the ticket collector, he took out his pet tortoise from his pocket. He asked if he was supposed to buy a ticket for it too. Grandfather ने रिवेंज लेने के लिए, बदला लेने के लिए अपने पॉकेट में से अपने पेट टोर्टोइस को निकाला और कहा कि इसके लिए भी मुझे चार्ज देना होगा. तुम हर एनिमल के लिए पैसे चार्ज करते हो, तो क्या मैं इसके भी पैसे दूं? The ticket collector looked closely to the tortoise, prodded it with his forefinger, gave grandfather a pleased and triumphant look, and said, "No charge, it is not a dog." Prodded means pushed. The ticket collector took a close look at the tortoise, pushed it slightly, and announced that grandfather was not required to buy a ticket for it, as it did not fall in the category of a dog. टिकट कलेक्टर ने कछुए को नज़दीक से देखा, धीरे से कछुए को छुआ और कहा कि कछुए के लिए कोई चार्ज नहीं है क्योंकि वो कुत्ता नहीं है. When Toto was finally accepted by grandmother, he was given a comfortable home in the stable, where he had for a companion the family donkey, Nana. On Toto's first night in the stable, grandfather paid him a visit to see if he was comfortable. The writer's grandmother finally came to know of Toto's presence in the house. She allotted him space in the stable along with the family donkey Nana. On the first night in the stable, grandfather visited Toto. अंत में ग्रैंडमदर को पता चलने पे ग्रैंडमदर ने टोटो को स्टेबल में रखने के लिए अलाउ किया. वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी एक डोंकी का फैमिली रह रहा था और जब ग्रैंडफादर वो कंफर्टेबल है कि नहीं वो देखने के लिए वहाँ की मुलाकात लेते हैं, वहाँ पे विज़िट लेते हैं, तब क्या होता है. To his surprise, he found Nana without apparent cause, pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. He saw Nana restless, pulling its rope in order to stay away from the heap of hay. Halter means a strap or rope placed around the head of a horse or other animal, used for leading or teething it. उनको आश्चर्य हुआ कि नाना है वो जो उसके सामने घास पड़ा है वो उससे दूर हो रही है और अपना जो हेल्टर है, जो उसकी जो लगाम है उसे वो खींच रही है. Grandfather gave Nana a slap across her haunches and she jogged back, dragging Toto with her. He had fastened onto her long ears with his sharp little teeth. Toto and Nana never became friends. Your haunches means one of the back legs of an animal with 4 legs. Jogged means moved suddenly. Grandfather hit Nana on the back in order to stop it. Nana jumped back with a joke and Toto was dragged along with her. A great treat for Toto during cold winter evenings was the large bowl of warm water given him by grandmother for his bath. ठंडी की शाम को टोटो को दादी द्वारा नहाने के लिए गर्म पानी दिया जाता था. He would cunningly test the temperature with his hand, then gradually step into the bath, first one foot, then the other, as he had seen me doing, until he was into the water up to his neck. He would pretend to be selfish and before starting his bath, he would check the temperature of the water. He would copy the writer and stepped into the tub, 1 foot at a time. Finally, he would sit in the water with his face out of it. वो चतुराई से अपने हाथों से पहले तो पानी को चेक करता था कि तापमान कितना है, फिर वो पहले अपना 1 फुट अंदर डालता था, फिर गर्दन तक पानी में चला जाता था. ऐसा उसने राइटर से सीखा था. Once comfortable, he would take the soap in his hands or feet and rub himself all over. Then he would rub himself with soap. फिर वो जैसे ही उसे पता चलता था कि पानी टेम्परेचर वार्म है तो वो अपने पूरे शरीर पे साबुन लगाता था. When the water became colder, he would get out and run as quickly as he could to the kitchen fire in order to dry himself. When the water became cold, he would run out of it to the stove in the kitchen in order to dry himself. If anyone laughed at him during this performance, Toto's feelings would be hurt and he would refuse to go on with his bath. One day, Toto nearly succeeded in boiling himself alive. Toto got annoyed if he was laughed upon. He would get hurt and then refuse to take bath. The writer recollects incident when Toto had almost boiled himself. अगर ये सब देख के कोई टोटो पे हंसता था तो वो बुरा लगा, मतलब उसे बुरा लगता था और वो नहाने के लिए फिर मना कर देता था. एक दिन टोटो ने करीब करीब खुद को जला लिया था. A large kitchen kettle had been left on the fire to boil for tea, and Toto, finding himself with nothing better to do, decided to remove the lid. In a large kettle, water was boiling on the stove. Toto climbed up to the stove and removed the lid from it. एक बड़ी केटल में चाय गर्म हो रही थी और टोटो ने उसका ढक्कन उठा लिया. Finding the water just warm enough for a bath, he got in with his head sticking out from the open kettle. This was just fine for a while until the water began to boil. He felt that the water was warm enough for him to take a bath. He entered the kettle with his head out of it. When the water started boiling, it became hot for Toto. Toto then raised himself a little, but finding it cold outside, sat down again. He continued hopping up and down for some time until grandmother arrived and hauled him half boiled out of the kettle. Hauled him means pulled him out. When the water started boiling, it became hot for Toto. He thought of coming out of the kettle, but as the temperature outside was cold for him, he stayed in it. Toto kept on jumping in the kettle for a while. It was when the writer's grandmother arrived that she took the half-boiled monkey out of the kettle. If there is a part of the brain especially devoted to mischief. That part was largely developed in Toto. If there is a part in our brain that governs our ability to create mischief, then that part in Toto's brain was highly developed as he had great capacity to do mischief. He was always tearing things to pieces. Whenever one of my aunts came near him, he made every effort to get hold of her dress and tear a hole in it. वो हमेशा चीज़ों को तोड़ देता था। जब भी राइटर के एक आंटी वहाँ पे आते थे तो वो उसके ड्रेस में छेद कर देता था। One day at lunchtime, a large dish of pulao stood in the center of the dining table. We entered the room to find Toto stuffing himself with rice. My grandmother screamed and Toto threw a plate at her. The writer recollects another incident when Toto created a lot of mischief. At lunchtime, a dish of rice was placed on the dining table. When the family reached to eat, they found Toto eating it. The writer's grandmother screamed at Toto, and in response, he threw a plate at her. राइटर यहाँ दूसरा एक इंसिडेंट कह रहे हैं कि एक दिन एक बड़ी प्लेट पे पुलाव बनाया गया था और डाइनिंग टेबल पे रखा गया था, और जब लोग खाने के लिए वहाँ पहुँचते हैं तो टोटो वहाँ पे बैठ के खा रहा है। अब ये देख के जो ग्रैंड मदर है वो उस पर चिल्लाती है और टोटो उसकी तरफ प्लेट फेंक देता है। वन ऑफ माई आंट्स rushed forward and received a glass of water in the face. When grandmother arrived, Toto picked up the dish of pulao and made his exit through a window. राइटर की आंट पे वो पानी डालता है और जब ग्रैंडफादर आते हैं तो पुलाव की डिश लेके वो विंडो से भाग जाता है। We found him in the branches of the jackfruit tree, the dish still in his arms. He remained there all afternoon, eating slowly through the rice, determined on finishing every grain. राइटर कहते हैं कि जब उसे ढूंढा गया तो वो जैक फ्रूट के ब्रांच पे बैठा हुआ वो पूरे आफ्टरनून वहीं पे था और वहाँ पे धीरे धीरे वो डिश में से जो पुलाव बना था वो खा रहा था, जैसे कि उसने सोच लिया हो कि वो सारा ग्रेन मतलब वो सारा खाना खुद फिनिश करेगा, खुद खाएगा। एंड देन in order to spite grandmother who had screamed at him, he threw the dish down from the tree and chattered with delight when it broke into 100 pieces. Spite means a desire to hurt, annoy, or offend someone. Chattered means the sound made by the monkey. As the grandmother had screamed on him, he wanted to annoy her further, and so, after eating the rice, he threw the dish. It broke into several pieces. मतलब जब ग्रैंड मदर ने चिल्लाया तो उसने उसकी आवाज़ निकालते हुए उस प्लेट को नीचे फेंक दिया, जिससे उस प्लेट के टुकड़े टुकड़े हो गए। Obviously, Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for long. Even grandfather realized that. अब ग्रैंडफादर को भी महसूस हो गया था कि टोटो को पेट की तरह ज़्यादा टाइम तक रखना बहुत ही कठिन है। We were not well to do and could not afford the frequent loss of dishes, clothes, curtains, and wallpaper. So grandfather found the Tonga driver and sold Toto back to him for only 3 rupees. Finally, grandfather realized that Toto was not suitable to be kept at home. They could not afford the frequent losses that he gave them. He tore clothes, curtains, wallpapers, and broke dishes. So the grandfather sold Toto back to the same Tonga driver for a sum of 3 rupees. अब टोटो को रखना मतलब बहुत बड़ा नुकसान करना था, इसलिए ग्रैंडफादर ने उस टोंगा ड्राइवर को ढूंढ के उसको 3 रुपीज़ में वापस टोटो को बेच दिया. So here we came to an end of the story. Thank you and stay home, stay safe.